This is for my pre-med students. Let's talk about the very basics of what business really means. So let's just start with general revenue. It's called a couple things. So you'll hear me in the clinic talk about revenue, and that means anything that the business makes selling services or products is what you call revenue. Revenue is not the loan, is not money that you put into the company. So that would be called a contribution if you're the owner and you're putting new money into it. Revenue is the business is creating a product or service and it got sold. So that's revenue. Costs are whatever the costs are it takes to make that product or service. And so the difference between revenue and cost is what we call profit. It also might be called net revenue. Other names for revenue could also be gross profits. I don't like that as much, or total revenue if you're reading stock reports. So they could be like, this is the total revenue, and then this is the net revenue, and then there's some corrections off of it because there's some tax that get involved. But at the very basic of business is that a business creates a product or service that is sold. When you sell that and you collect money from someone else for that product or service, that's what you call revenue. Anything that costs money to make and produce that said product is your cost. If your cost is lower than revenue, we call that a positive profit or profit. If it's negative, that means it's a negative profit or a loss. It's called an operating loss sometimes is what you'll hear it referred to. And that can happen, and that's okay. We won't get into the complexity of that, but I wanted to go over the very basics of business because it's some of the things that you may never learn when you're going through, public education. And if you're not in a business course, you just don't quite get these terms. But during my rotation, I want you to start learning some basic business. I'll see you at the next video. Leave some comments if you have any other input on that.